In Nigeria, a new report says at least 36 Christians were killed over the weekend in an attack targeting the home village of a prominent bishop. The strike by heavily armed jihadists also kidnapped a priest and several religious sisters. The attack targeted the home village of Bishop Wilfred Anagbe. In March, he testified before Congress about the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, adding that the Nigerian government does little to protect the faithful. For the very latest, let's turn to Douglas Burton, manager of TruthNigeria.com and a former State Department official. Douglas, thank you for joining us. First off, we want to know more about this horrific attack on Sunday, and is there any update on the priests and religious sisters who were kidnapped?
Well, Eric, it's a tragic situation, and the story is in play. Actually, what happened is that there was an attack on Ayondo, which is the home village of the bishop for McCurdy, Wilfred, the Bishop Wilfred Anagbe, who testified at a hearing on March 12th on Capitol Hill, giving a very strong, insightful, and unflinching testimony about Christian genocide in his diocese. And what happened is that Fulani terrorist attacked his home village, Ayondo, on Sunday, and he killed at least 20 people. But that was a conclusion of attacks that began days earlier. So the death count is up to 36.
Yeah, some of the stories that the bishop told that day were just, just horrific. I mean, these people being pulled out of their homes and just killed right there on the spot. Has there been any response from the Nigerian government?
Well, the governor of Benue State is Hyacinth Aliyah, is a former priest, and he has called upon the government to deploy all security services to stop this horrible massacre, series of massacres, actually. But as far as I know, no one has been arrested. The Nigerian military has not been able to corral the marauding groups of killers that have been driving their motorcycles into this area for 2 weeks, going really unimpeded along the roads in northern Benue State. So no, there's no evidence that these attacks will be halted. The perpetrators have not been arrested, so it's a touch and go situation, and hopefully the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military will intercede and push the killers back.
Yeah, I mean, there's been testimony, not just here in the United States, but also over in the UK, Europe, and I just can't believe that the Nigerian government just hasn't been able to do anything out there. Does this surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me because I've been following this kind of action for 6 years, and I'm glad that I have a really effective reporting team in Nigeria now. The 11 or so reporters contribute content for TruthNigeria.com. But you see, the problem is the Nigerian army is really overstretched. It's actually too small. It's stretched over a 36-state area, and there is a very deadly insurgency that's been going for 17 years in the northeast part of the country. So more than half of the military is actually drawn down to that. Then you have across the middle belt states, about 8 states in the middle of the country, you have attacks like the one we're talking about here, and it's in several states. And then you have in the far western part of the country, a more recent insurgency popping up there. So the Nigerian military really needs more people, and the police need more recruitment. That has been the position that we have taken at Truth Nigeria.
Well, I tell you what, Douglas, you and your team are doing amazing work. Douglas Burton, manager of TruthNigeria.com and former State Department official, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless.